Hello, I am Leroy Chuma Edosian, doctor, lawyer, politician, patriot. The people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have spoken. The majority of the electorate has voted President Muhammadu Buhari, PMB, into a second term of office and given him the mandate to fulfill his promise of taking this country to the next level. I am delighted by this outcome. You may recall that in my pre-election video, I had canvassed support for the president and his government, having objectively undertaken an analysis of the achievements, what was properly done in his first term, and what could have been done better. Now is the time to look forward. And in doing so, we must learn lessons from the elections that have just been concluded. There are various pathways to securing victory in an election. One strategy is the legacy strategy. Here, you say to the electorate, this is my track record, these are my achievements, this is what I'm going to carry forward. The other strategy is the narrative strategy. Here, narratives are delivered that relate to the beliefs of the voters. Narratives that stirs something in the voter. Narratives that appeal to their emotion. Now, these two strategies, and indeed others, are not mutually exclusive, but usually one of them will be the main thrust of a campaign. In the just concluded campaign, it appeared to me that the All Progressives Congress, APC, adopted the legacy approach, talking about the achievements in the areas of security, economy, and corruption, the three pillars of the 2015 campaign. While it is true that victory has been secured at the polls, I will still say that that was perhaps not the most appropriate strategy to have been adopted by my party. I say that because most times, narrative trumps legacy. In other words, it is usually narrative that wins you the election, not legacy. The People's Democratic Party, on the other hand, adopted the narrative strategy. They use negative narratives pertaining to the physical and mental well-being of the president and of his alleged support of Fulani jihadism and of nepotism. These were used to spin or stir up sentiments, strong anti-Buhari sentiments. In response to my pre-election video, one PDP supporter said to me that I was supporting a man who valued cattle more than human beings. That's just one example of the kind of sentiment I'm talking about. In the second term, we must change that narrative. The achievements of PMB and his government, the visions of our president and his government must be packaged in such a way that they generate positive narratives about the president and the government. And it is not just about president and government. The ruling party, APC, must also generate positive narratives. Narratives that convince the people that this party is well on track to carving a distinct identity of its own that marks it out separate from all the other political parties. Narrative that says to the people, we have turned our back irrevocably to things like impunity, imposition, and other ills that bedevil all political parties in the country. Let me finish by paying tribute to people who lost their lives during the election. All deaths are painful. It is particularly painful to have loss of life in the context of an election that should be peaceful and non-violent. I think of a young woman, mother of two, serving the country in a non-militant and non-military role, who gets killed in the course of doing such for the country. Very painful. I express my condolences to the families of the people who have been killed. Over 20 families. For the coming state elections, gubernatorial and assembly, I say to all politicians and their supporters, please put down your guns, put down your daggers, put down your knives, and make a firm commitment to ensuring that there's no further loss of life in the elections. That will be the greatest tribute that we can pay to the memory of those who have died in the course of the presidential and National Assembly elections. God bless all of us. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.